Welcome back to Passing Time with Craig. As always, I'm your host, Craig, and today I'm bringing my friend Johann back on the podcast. You might remember him from previous seasons. This is the first time on for season 3. Excited to have him back. We always love to chat movies. Him and I send movie trailers to each other, talk about movies, go see movies. And so I figured who better to bring on the pod to talk about this year's summer blockbusters. We've done episodes like this in the past. Obviously, a lot of great big films come out this time of year. So we're going to chat about this year's slate. What do we think of the 2026 summer blockbusters? What will be the biggest ones? What's going to be the failures? We're going to talk about everything from ones currently out. We started a little bit earlier this year. Devil Wears Prada 2, Mortal Kombat 2. Next up on the dock is The Mandalorian and Grogu. And then we're going to talk about some of the other films coming out June, July, and August. Everything from major sequels, Scary Movie, Toy Story 5, Jackass, Minions and Monsters, remakes of Moana, Supergirl. We got a new Spider-Man movie, The Odyssey, Disclosure Day, End of Oak Street, some horror movies as well, Insidious, and Evil Dead Burn. So we're going to chat about all that stuff. Lots to cover. So enjoy me and my friend Johann chatting about this year's summer blockbusters. Well, Johann, thank you for coming back on the podcast.
Hello.
Thanks for being here. I figured, like I said, you and I both love movies. This is a big time of year. We've got all the summer blockbusters coming out. So let's chat about all of that stuff.
It's a great time of year.
It's a great time of year. So we've got, we've kind of already kicked off. I feel like we've been inching the summer blockbuster season a little bit further each year, like adding an extra week. So our big ones are Devil Wears Prada 2 and Mortal Kombat 2 were kind of the first ones.
I almost feel like it started with Project Hail Mary, which was like a month ago at this point, right?
Yeah, I mean, we're finding that movies can kind of come out wherever. Also, some of the most anticipated movies of the year are actually Christmas with Dune 3 and Avengers Doomsday. So we have those in December, but we do have a lot of big things. Like I said, kind of kicked off with Devil Wears Prada 2, which is doing very well. Mortal Kombat 2 is here.
I'll watch it eventually, I think.
And then, of course, the next big one is Mandalorian and Grogu, which comes out
in a couple weeks.
Yeah, when this is released, probably a week or so before, but May 22nd, so it's coming up fast. And I think that's the one that we're really thinking. I mean, that's our first big budget action special effects.
That's the first blockbuster in the traditional sense.
Are you excited for it?
I'm excited for it, but I'm also just a shill for everything Star Wars. I've watched all of the shows or most of the shows and all of the movies, and so I'm excited to see it.
Yeah, I think it'll be fun. I think it'll be cool that they're doing a big screen version of characters we already know. Not to say that I'm not excited about the Ryan Gosling, Sean Levy comedy Star Wars film.
I'm very excited for that because then we have a Ryan Gosling space trilogy with First Man, Project Hail Mary, and then the Star Wars one.
There you go. So yeah, we're just talking June, July, and August movies primarily. We've just touched on the May. There's a lot coming out. I think you and we were on the same list, and there's something I was like, oh yeah, that seems, and then it's a Netflix or Prime or Crave or Apple TV. You're you don't count. We're talking about summer blockbusters going to the theater. The studios, the theater want to make all that money. Are you excited for this year's summer blockbusters?
I think so. From what I was looking at, I'm excited. So unless all the reviews come in and all these movies are garbage, then I'll be less excited.
Yeah. So let's start with I think I want to start with, we're going to start in the world of sequels.
Okay.
So, we're going to start with sequels. So next month in June, we've got the return of the Wayne brothers and a bunch of other casts, and more specifically Anna Faris and Regina Hall. Um, Two Scary Movie 6, spoof of the Halloween reboot sequels with Jamie Lee Curtis, the Scream movies, lots of other stuff that we've seen in it. Yes, no?
Maybe.
Are you a scary movie
I haven't
person?
seen any of the scary
Really?
movies.
Oh.
Scary movies.
Movies.
I mean, I like Scream,
Yeah.
and Scream is already like a spoof of horror movies.
Yes.
So getting that like one extra layer of spoof on it just feels a little bit unnecessary, I guess. I don't know. Are you a scary movie fan?
I do love the first movies, and I do put on 3 and 4, which aren't fantastic, but it's Cindy and Brenda, like our main female actresses who were in those movies that were just hilarious and made it so great. Of course, they're making fun of everybody and everything in this movie, so they're already getting a lot of press because they're like, this is inappropriate. They're making fun, and they're making fun of everybody.
Yeah, the trailer was very much like, there's a gender joke.
Yeah.
There is a gay joke.
Yeah.
There is a race joke. And I was like, like, hopefully that's just like the very simplest, like, probably just like kind of like shocking things to get people in the theater. But hopefully it's funnier than
I think so. And like Marlon Wayne has a transgender kid and is very like is a huge ally and supporter. So I think he understands what's going on with it. So also in June we have 4 sequels. We got Toy Story 5, which is hopefully better than Toy Story 4.
I never saw 4, so hopefully it's better than 4. I didn't hear great things about 4.
It wasn't amazing. I'm gonna rewatch them all as we lead up for this. What I like about this idea is this is tech versus toys, and also what I noticed in the trailer, but they don't really seem to be hitting it hard, is it actually seems to be focusing on Jessie. Like this is kind of Jessie's movie because she's so close with Bonnie, and like Woody and Buzz are there to help. But it seems very much like it's a Jessie. And if you watch the trailer, there's a lot of shots of Jessie seeming to be kind of in control. So that could be fun. And again, the whole tech toy dynamic. So you didn't see Toy Story 4. You're a Disney person, though.
Yeah, no, I just like never saw it. Felt like the trilogy was wrapped up. I don't know why.
Yeah.
I didn't have any reason to watch the 4th one. And then just sort of never did.
Yeah. And the biggest problem with Toy Story 4 was that the whole idea of 3 was like Woody realizing, okay, maybe we need to have a different kid, but more importantly, I want to be with Buzz and my friends. Woody didn't go and stay in the house, even though Andy wanted him and was donating everything else. He stuck with the toys. And then Toy Story 4, he's like, never mind, Bo Peep's here. Forgetting women. Yeah.
5 looks interesting, having the like tech
Yeah.
tablet toy thing instead of like actual physical toys.
Yeah.
Does seem a little bit late for a story like that.
A little bit.
But it was, hopefully it's still good.
Yeah. And another big one is Jackass.
Yes, Jackass.
Never seen a Jackass.
I've seen
Surprising to people listening that I'm not a jackass.
I've seen one Jackass movie and I didn't enjoy it.
Yeah.
It's not for me.
No, it's not for me. It's not to say that people aren't loving them. And I'm sure this movie will do good, but I mean, it can't be that expensive to make.
Well, you'd think that, but their salaries are probably huge at this point.
That's true. And then moving into July.
And their insurance is probably way higher than it used to be.
Also very true. They're older too. There's so many things to it that's like, no. Moving into July, we've got Minions and Monsters. That's going to make money. They're fine. The Minions.
I didn't know there was a new Minions movie.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, no, I didn't know that. Forgot about it.
Evil Dead Burn, another Evil Dead movie.
I'm excited about it. I watched the trailer before coming here and it looked creepy and
Yeah,
gross and exactly what you want from
I think
these modern Evil Dead movies.
those movies seem to be doing just fine. And we have Spider-Man Brand New Day, which I'm very excited about.
I'm very excited for Spider-Man.
The reviews are looking pretty good for the little things they've released so far.
One of Zendaya's 4 movies this year.
Yes. Yeah. And we'll talk about it, but it's only one of 2 superhero movies this summer. The only other one is Supergirl.
Yeah, not a lot of superhero movies this year.
No.
Which is probably good after the last.
I think it's for the best. I think they've realized 10 years.
Yeah. Yeah, 10 years.
Yeah. It's been a lot. And then the only other kind of sequel, there's remakes, reboots, and stuff like that, but the only other sequel we've got this summer is August's Insidious, another Insidious movie, which I think is going to be the same boat as Evil Dead. I think they'll be fine. They'll make money, whether the reviews are good or not.
Yep. It's a scary movie. People like scary movies.
Yeah.
Even if they're bad.
So,
Which, I don't know.
yeah. So as I look at this list, moving into, I guess, reboots, remakes, and stuff like that, we have Masters of the Universe in June. I think is going to be a bomb. I will be surprised if it's not.
I don't think it's gonna do well. It looks.
Can it break even at least? Do you think?
Probably.
Like, it'll be one of those ones where they'll tout like it made 250 million at the box office, but
it's got a huge problem where that has Jared Leto in it, so that's going to turn a lot of people away.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, because he sucks.
Yeah. We keep trying to fix these franchises. Like, no, what we need Jared Leto.
I thought the trailer looked fun.
Yeah.
But I feel like that's all that it's going to be, is just sort of like a fun trailer and then some bad CG and weird action, and the story is not going to make any sense.
Well, and it's so delayed because we weren't Masters of the Universe generation.
No,
it was done by the time you and I were starting to watch cartoons and stuff like that
for a long time.
So
I think,
so there's not really a reason. Like, I don't know who this is for. Little kids don't know who this is.
Maybe they're just trying to make it popular again.
Yeah. And like, again, Idris Elba's in that movie too. Like,
is he?
Yeah, he's like got a pretty big role. I noticed in the trailer. I was like, how is Idris Elba just like? I mean, I love Idris Elba, and I think he's great in everything he does. But like, what do some of these studios have on him?
I don't know. Maybe he's just like making movies of things that he enjoys, and then they just turn out poorly.
Yeah,
unfortunately.
Okay, what else? Okay, so sequels. We've got. Well, this is its first one. A reboot of a movie, sequel to Superman last year in this new James Gunn DC universe. What is it? DCU? Is it DCEU? What is it?
I don't know.
I don't know.
DCEU was the old one.
Right. So not that.
It might be called that again. Yeah. Who knows?
So we got Supergirl. Are you excited about this?
Yeah, I think so. I enjoyed, what's her name? Millie Alcock?
Yes.
Or however you say that?
Yeah.
In House of the Dragon. And I enjoyed her brief appearance in Superman.
Yeah.
And it's like looks like a space movie. Like, looks kind of like Guardians, but not done by James Gunn. I mean, I'm sure he obviously had influence in it. And yeah, I watched the trailer before coming here, and I think it looks fun. Hopefully it's good. I have like higher expectations after Superman being so good.
Yeah.
So I'm really hoping it's not bad, because I want it to be good.
Do you think with James Gunn being in control of the DC movies, do you think all the movies in this the connected films will have a very big Guardians of the Galaxy, which is very classic, like comic book vibe and jokes to it?
I'm hoping not all of them.
Yeah.
I think if all of these DC movies have like that James Gunn feeling to them, then you're going to end up feeling like Thor, was it Thor 5 or 4?
Yeah. Love and
like,
Thunder.
Where they basically just like took what everyone loved about Ragnarok and just like turned it up, and then turned off so many people. So I feel like if they just kind of stay with the same tone constantly, people are just going to get fatigued.
Yeah.
I think they need to mix it up and do different things.
Like Clayface.
Yeah. Like even like similar to what Marvel did closer to the beginning, where they had like these grand superhero movies, and then you have like Winter Soldier, which is like a spy movie.
Yeah.
And etc.
I think they need to have those vibes, and I want more of that across all these franchises. I absolutely love going to TV for a moment here. Daredevil Born Again, season 2 was really good. I really liked it, but it's so dark and gritty compared to some, and of course the Punisher specials coming out, or came out last night. Yesterday, yeah, haven't watched it yet, but like there's just like a little bit more darkness to it, and then do something more lighthearted and fun, like mix it up.
Yeah,
they can all be in the same world.
I also think like they are comic book movies, so they should be. I think they should lean more lighthearted, but
yes,
it's nice to have like some serious movies mixed in there as well.
Yeah,
or like just different genres that happen to take place in a superhero world.
Yeah, or if you just do it as a TV show or special, like, but it's still connected. I think that works. Okay, and then going into July, we have the live action Moana.
I couldn't be less excited.
I know.
The Rock looks so bad.
Do you think so? They had all these things planned, and Snow White shit the bed. That was an awful movie. The reviews were trash. They had all these problems behind the scene, whether there was feud between the leads or not. And then it's because of that poor performance, they pulled the plug on tons of live action ones. Then Lilo and Stitch became one of the highest grossing films last year. And now they're like, Tangled is for sure happening. And we got Moana. Is Moana going to be... I don't think it'll be as bad as Snow White. Will it be as well received as Lilo and Stitch?
I doubt it.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be more on the Snow White side of things. I'm pretty sure that the only reason this is getting made like 10 years after.
Yeah, just looking it up. 2016 is when it came out.
Yeah.
10 years
I think
from an animated to a live action.
I think it's just because The Rock's ego is too big to let anyone else play Maui.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure he was just like, we need to make this right now so that I can be the main character.
And he doesn't look like Maui though.
No, he looks terrible.
Yeah.
His hairpiece looks bad. God. His body looks weird.
And we have there's been a lot of discussion online too with the looks of movies and TV shows where we're getting this darker, losing color palettes and stuff like that.
Everything's washed out.
How is Moana, this bright, colorful film, looking so much like darker?
Yeah. It does not look good.
No,
at all.
No.
I'm just the fact that they could get basically the entire cast to come back and play their characters in live action is ridiculous.
Yeah.
I have when I went to see Devil Wears Prada and they had a trailer before it. I had the thought of like The Rock's listening to like a live action remake version of a soundtrack and being like, I don't like that there's different people in the animation and the live action, so I have to be Maui in this one so that everything's the same.
Yeah.
It's like, we don't need this.
No, we don't. Yeah, it's very interesting. I'm sure it'll do well. I think the critics are gonna bomb it, and I think audiences will be like, oh no, like, and I don't know, kids who are old enough then 10 years later,
it's not
teenagers or adults, like,
yeah, it's not old enough for them to be nostalgic about
no, and they're not bringing their kids. They shouldn't be bringing their kids.
Yeah, hopefully they're not bringing their kids.
They're not bringing their kids. And then the other kind of like interesting film that's part of franchises that I wanted to chat about before we get into the few original ideas or original no remakes or stuff like that, is Coyote versus Acme.
I'm so excited for this.
This was a film, for those who don't know, was one of the films that Warner Brothers decided to complete and then write off and never release it. Same with Batgirl, and there was something else.
I don't remember.
Yeah.
Those are the only two I remember.
And so people have fought for this for several years now, and this company bought it, and so it's coming out. I think it's gonna be super fun.
Me too. It looks great.
Yeah.
I love Looney Tunes.
Yes.
I love like the live action ones of like Space Jam. I like Space Jam too, just because it's Looney Tunes, and same with like Looney Tunes Back in Action, where like I just enjoy it because it's Looney Tunes.
I do watch the Looney Tunes Back in Action more than most people should.
Yeah,
Because it's just fun. And like when there's one of my favorite jokes of any movie is when they're in Looney Tunes Back in Action, there's a point where the car looks like it was flying and it's gonna crash, and they're like, we're gonna die, and Duffy Duck's on the phone, he's like, sell my Warner Brothers stocks, I've got insider trading, Bugs Bunny's about to die. It's so ridiculous and so much fun.
I've been meaning to rewatch it for like years, but every time I'm like, I can't watch that movie. Like it's not good. I should watch something else. But then I'm like, it still is in my brain, so I need to watch it.
You should do it.
It's not Brendan Fraser.
And yeah, Brendan Fraser, where he plays the stuntman who does stunts for Brendan Fraser and makes fun of him.
Yeah.
So those are kind of, there's a couple movies now we're going to chat about. The first one in July that I wanted to talk about, which is based on a very famous story, but we really haven't seen The Odyssey told before. Christopher Nolan's big budget, The Odyssey, amazing cast. The tickets went on sale like a year prior, and people were buying the seats already. Apparently, it's not going to be as long as some of his other movies, which is great.
It's probably a good thing.
The Odyssey, what are your thoughts?
I feel like of all the movies to make long, The Odyssey is a good one because it's such a long story.
Yeah.
I'm excited. I am a big fan of like history and mythology, and The Odyssey is such like a great classic story that I'm glad to see like a big budget adaptation of it, because there's only really been like, you know, like kind of TV series and like some like smaller budget movies in like the 70s or something, I think. So yeah, I'm excited to see it.
That's what's so interesting is
another Zendaya movie.
People and Robert Pattinson. They're in 3 movies together this year.
Yeah, I watched the drama this weekend, and I was like, not only does she have so many movies, he is in most of them.
Yeah. So it's interesting that we really haven't seen a movie version promoted like this anyways, not in our lifetime. So someone taking on this story that is so well known. I remember actually watching an episode of The Simpsons. There's an episode called Homer's Odyssey from like the first or second season, and we actually watched it in school, doing the story alongside it. To like, my teacher was like, no, this is a great piece of, I mean, The Simpsons has so many episodes that are so great to actually like get people realizing and thinking and talking about it. So that was my introduction to The Simpsons, or to The Odyssey. The Simpsons. The Simpsons. The Odyssey. So I'm actually getting more and more excited about this film each time I hear stuff about it or see previews.
Yeah, I've been watching a lot of like YouTube videos about just like the story of the Odyssey, just to get myself excited for this movie, even though I was already excited for this movie. Like Christopher Nolan already makes great movies for the most part. And the Odyssey is a great story. I don't know. I already said that, but
it just what looks amazing about it, or the thing I like, is that it's very much, which this is Nolan. This is, I will give him props for. He really likes to be on location whenever possible. So it just looks amazing in scale because it is.
It's like actual big set pieces, not just like in a studio with like green screen and yeah, a lot of like actually on location and in much better sets than a soundstage.
So that's July is kind of the
I feel like that's like the big one.
the original big one of the biggest films of the summer, possibly. Another one, June, that is gonna try for that kind of originality. And again, I know the Odyssey is an original story that's been around for thousands of years or whatever,
Yeah.
hundreds of years. It's been around a long time, but there's something kind of original about it. So that's the original big film for July. June, Spielberg's back with Disclosure Day with Emily Blunt, Josh O'Connor, Colin Firth, and it's just this like shrouded in alien mystery.
Yeah. I forgot about that movie.
Right? There was a lot of talk about it, and people were pumped because we really have no idea that it's being kept under wraps as much as possible. We haven't seen the aliens. We know it's an alien type movie. This is the guy who brought us E.T., Close Encounters of the Third Kind. This is another amazing, supposed to be fantastic alien movie from Spielberg.
It looks like classic Spielberg.
Yeah, I'm excited about it.
I'm really excited about it. Don't really remember anything about it.
Yeah.
Because like I said, I forgot about it. But I remember seeing the trailer, thinking it looked good. The cast looks good. Spielberg's always good.
Yeah, there's the government, shady government. Emily Blunt's a weather anchor, and she sings. She speaks in tongue at some point, and then some people understand. Yeah, Josh O'Connor, like, yeah, it just looks. If done right, it's gonna be a great Spielberg classic. But he's had some misses the past 10 years or so.
Yeah, he's definitely not as good as he used to be, but I feel like
that's most people.
Yeah, just based off of like the trailer and the fact that it's so secretive. Although I guess it being secretive could be a bad thing as well.
Yes.
But just like the trailer and like a very classic looking poster and classic looking font for the title, just makes me think of like 80s, 90s Spielberg, and makes me excited for it.
Yeah, I think it'll be good. My one qualm with the preview, and this was I just watched Send Help the other day, the Rachel McAdams movie. It's good. I really liked it. My biggest problem with the movie, and this is the same with this, I'm all for not using real animals all the time on sets. It's dangerous. The animals don't need to do that. They should be free. They should, all that kind of stuff. I agree with that. However, I feel like we have not, some of these movies have not perfected animals as CGI animals because they always look fake. And there's a deer in this preview, I think a raccoon in Disclosure Day, and it just doesn't look amazing.
Yeah, hopefully it's just like unfinished CG.
Yeah.
And they'll touch it up a little bit later. But yeah, I don't know.
And so we have that in June. June is Disclosure Day, being very kept under wrap. We know it's an alien. The other last big movie of the year, I'd say, or summertime, is The End of Oak Street. Which, have you seen the preview for this?
I haven't.
Oh my goodness! You know what? We're gonna pause, and you're gonna watch it right now.
Okay.
The End of Oak Street. Ian McGregor, Anne Hathaway.
Love them.
They're great, and it's about a family drama where something happens, they move, and dinosaurs, so it's like Jurassic Park, but like in a supernatural or like time travel way.
In the suburbs.
Jurassic suburbs, and I'm so excited about it. But it's, again, just like Disclosure Day, we're keeping it very close to our chest. So those are the two films this summer, I'd say, that are like, there's a lot of buzz because we don't know enough going on, but it's something kind of different. This will be a pretty original story. Very excited about it.
Anne Hathaway's third movie of the year as well.
Some of these people are busy.
They've been busy the last little bit. Yeah, same director as It Follows as well.
Yeah.
And It Follows is good. Great. Well, a lot of great like shots and direction in that.
Yeah.
it's a good movie. J.J. Abrams was also name was in the trailer.
Yeah.
I guess he's probably producing it.
He's producing it, yeah.
Which could mean nothing. It could just be his name is
Yeah. Also true.
but that looks fun.
Yeah, I'm really excited about it. It's one of my. I watched the preview and I was like, "What is this?" I'm so stoked for it.
Is it a horror movie or is it like a not like something else? Just like a weird
It's like
thriller sci-fi?
yeah.
Genre mystery and thriller. Okay.
Just something different. So
I'm in.
I'm in for it. I think it's gonna be good. And again, when we look at this list, I compiled what I went through to see what should be the biggest blockbuster films of this summer. And we've been cinema. You can say one thing, but it's still going strong. We saw that with Barbie and Oppenheimer. And yeah, Lilo and Stitch made over $1 billion last year.
And Project Hail Mary this year.
Project Hail Mary is crushing
It's
it.
just like, if it's a good enough movie, people will go see it.
Yeah, I went and saw Devil Wears Prada 2. I went to a 12:30 screening on Friday, I think, Thursday or Friday, and there was about I don't know, it was midweek, but there was about 30 people in the theater, and a lot of older people too. Like there was a lot of older couples, older lady friends, couples. Who knows?
Yeah.
I'm not one to judge or guess. So people are going to the movies, and we need stuff to be excited about. Obviously, things like Toy Story 5, Minions and Monsters, and Coyote versus Acme, kids movies, those always do fun. They're going to do Moana, like I said, even if it's not a great film, it's probably going to make money.
It'll make money.
But for the most part,
And then some poor parents are going to have it stuck on repeat on
yes.
Disney Plus in 6 months.
Yeah. But I don't know, like this, your overall thoughts about this year's summer blockbusters compared to maybe previous years.
I think this is a strong year.
Yeah.
I think it's probably when was Barbie and Oppenheimer? Like 2 years ago?
That was, yeah.
I guess I have my phone. I can look it up.
Was it 2023? 2023. Three
okay.
summers ago.
Yeah, I feel like this is the strongest, at least for me. I think this is the strongest summer lineup since then.
Yeah.
Maybe it's just because there's another Christopher Nolan movie on it, and that in my brain, Christopher Nolan means summer blockbuster. But I don't really like. Last year was Superman, Fantastic Four,
Thunderbolts, Final Mission Impossible.
Oh yeah,
Lilo and Stitch, How to Train Your Dragon live action, Jurassic World Rebirth, and then it was like Freaker Friday, The Naked Gun, and I Know What You Did Last Summer. So there was like
there's some good stuff last year.
good stuff, but not big, not a whole lot.
This year,
There's a lot of movies.
for me.
There's a lot of movies competing for that number one title. Like it'll be a toss up how long something will last, because it's almost every single week, starting with Grogu.
Yeah. Like I don't know if it could be like Mortal Kombat 2 could end up doing really well, and then like Mandalorian as well, and then what was the other one? Master of the Universe.
Yeah.
And The Odyssey, and Supergirl. I feel like all of those could end up being like competing for screens at some point.
Yeah.
Obviously maybe not as much for the earlier ones versus the later ones, but
The Odyssey and Spider-Man Brand New Day are pretty close together. And obviously we know how Christopher Nolan is with IMAX. So Odyssey is July 17th and Spider-Man Brand New Day is July 31st. So 2 weeks, which will be, again, a couple weeks after Supergirl, but not by much.
yeah, there's basically a big thing every 2 weeks,
Yeah.
which is probably because of the IMAX screens, realistically. Like it's probably going to be probably like Disclosure Day, and then a couple weeks after that they'll switch it over to Supergirl, then a couple weeks after that switch it over to The Odyssey, and then to Superman or Spider-Man, and then it will probably stay as Spider-Man for longer than it needs to be in IMAX.
Yeah, I mean, End of Oak Street will probably be some sort of IMAX release, but there's not too much outside of that. What do you think will end up being the biggest moneymaker?
Mm, I feel like it's hard to say. Like, I feel like the Christopher Nolan movies always seem to do well, but they're not like huge moneymakers the same way that like a superhero movie might be. So I feel like Spider-Man or Supergirl will probably be the highest one.
Yeah.
Probably Spider-Man, honestly, because people like Spider-Man.
Yeah.
And Supergirl will probably inevitably do worse just because she's a woman.
100%. That's 100%. We know this. Whether the movie is a better script, better acted, everything like that compared to Spider-Man Brand New Day, there's probably gonna be that's especially with the douchebags manosphere in the in 2026.
Sure, hard pivot of this podcast to the manosphere.
Yeah, you know what? Has a time with manosphere. And do we think of the ones we discussed today, Masters of the Universe will be the biggest bomb of the summer?
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm going through the list to see if I can find something that I think will do worse.
unless Moana just really shits the bed.
The thing is about Moana is that it's just gonna make money because it's Moana.
Yeah.
Unless it's like, I mean, unless it's everything we talked about, where it's like it's only been 10 years. There's not really like a new audience for it. Like all the kids that have seen the original aren't old enough to be nostalgic to go see this one, so maybe it'll just bomb.
Yeah. It's a real possibility that Moana won't be as amazing, but Disney definitely has had a track record of not amazing live action films, so it would be the biggest surprise.
You did also miss on the end of Oak Street. On the same day, there's another dinosaur movie coming out.
Oh, Paw Patrol.
Paw Patrol the Dino movie.
I forgot. I was gonna mention that because, they do well. They don't make tons of money, but they make enough money for how much it costs to make these films.
Yeah,
and kids go see them. Parents go see them.
I feel like, and that's only. Actually, wait, never mind. That's a lot after. That's way after Moana than I thought it was. I thought it was like the next week.
That's just it. There's a few less kids movies this summer than normal, which is interesting.
Well, you got Moana and Minions,
Toy
Story, and Paw Patrol's like a lot younger, I suppose.
And like Coyote versus Acme, I think might be older. I think that's less kids going to it.
Yeah, I don't think kids don't really like Looney Tunes the same way that they used to. Like, I feel like Looney Tunes is like at this point, like young adult, middle-aged thing. Yeah. Because I grew up watching Looney Tunes, but I don't think kids now really grow up watching Looney Tunes.
No. Okay, well, any other thoughts on Summer Blockbusters?
I'm excited for Star Wars.
Yeah.
I'm excited for the ripped hut for some. I don't know why he's jacked like that, but it's weird and I like it.
Yeah, I'm excited about it. It's funny. My friend Isaac, Cheese Daddy, we agreed we were gonna go see it together. So he sent me like a calendar invite, and it said, "Go see Star Wars." And then after I posted on May the 4th a quote from Lucille Bluth, he went and updated now it says on my calendar, "Go see a Star Wars."
Go see a Star Wars.
Go see a Star Wars. Yeah, I think I'm really excited about that. I'm really excited about this summer, as you mentioned as well. I think it's gonna be a good one.
Yeah, one other one that just popped up is The Death of Robin Hood, which also seems like it could be.
That's Russell Crowe.
Hugh Jackman.
Oh, right. That's
Bill Skarsgård, Jodie Comer, Murray Bartlett.
I saw that.
Could be good.
I didn't put it on the list because I went, this is either going to be people won't realize it or it'll be a surprise. This is making money.
Yeah, I feel like it's probably going to come and go without anybody noticing, and then we'll get probably a bit of a boost on streaming a couple months after that,
Yeah.
and will just kind of be forgotten.
Yeah.
But it's the same director as Pig from 2021 and Quiet Place Day One. Which one's Pig? That's the one with
Cage?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where there's a pig. I haven't seen.
Yeah. The only other thing I mentioned that I did not include, again, May seems to be the official start now. Like we're starting at like May 1st. I think the first kind of blockbuster failure we've had this year, no surprise there, is Animal Farm.
Yeah. It looks terrible.
Yeah, the reviews are awful. It came in wet. Like it's in theaters now. Do you realize that you're listening to this? You're like, no, it's yeah, it is.
It got bought by like a Christian nationalist.
No.
Because it's nobody else would buy and distribute this movie because it's so bad.
Seth Rogen employed by.
Yeah.
Oh well.
I feel like there was one more that you mentioned.
One more
off the top. I feel like that's already come and gone as well.
Like Mortal Kombat.
I think it was just Mortal Kombat that's already out. Never mind.
Yeah.
And Devil Wears Prada. Both of those are just already out.
They're already out.
And neither of them have gone yet.
Nope. I think Devil Wears Prada 2 is gonna stick around for a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah. Always enjoy chatting movies with you, Sarah.
I always enjoy chatting with you.
Well, thank you. And I look forward to. We're gonna have to record one in September after we've seen all these films, or as many as them, and go what worked, what didn't.
Yeah. See what was actually good.
Yeah. Thank you once again, Johann, for coming on the podcast and chatting movies with me. Like we said, we're both very excited about this year's slate of films. I think there's some really good ones I'm super stoked about. As I mentioned, Scary Movie, Disclosure Day, End of Oak Street, Toy Story 5, hoping is a lot better than Toy Story 4, and of course, Spider-Man Brand New Day, Supergirl. A lot of fun stuff. So please let me know what summer blockbuster you're excited for. There's a huge list. You can just Google summer blockbusters. Obviously, as mentioned, there's some that we did not discuss. These are the ones that we think will be the biggest ones of the years or possibly biggest flops. But yeah, let me know. Follow me on social media at PTW Craig, Passing Time with Craig on Facebook and Instagram. Send me a DM, comment, all that fun stuff. What movies you think will be huge and what you're excited for, and which ones are going to shit the bed, aka Moana, Masters of the Universe. Just kidding. Who knows? They could be good. We'll see. Yeah, thanks so much for chatting with me. Follow me on social media. Otherwise, we'll chat soon. Bye.